going on? This is Nolan Smith. I'm here at the Adidas Rookie Orientation. I'm going to show you my favorite move. I call it the N-Smitty Hezo. The N-Smitty Hezo is basically a full court transition drill where I like to push at the man at like I'm coming to a stop or going go to a certain direction, and I end up going the same way that I'm actually going, so catch them off guard. The trick to that move is turning my hips to make him think I'm going that way, but really I'm still going, keeping it in the right side, or I can do it either hand. So again, coming down, boom. So open up your hips, right here to where he might think I'm going that way, and then getting that shoulder pass right past his hips, and he's done. There you have it, that's the N-Smitty Hezo. Thanks for watching it on Stack.
When you play for Oak Hill and you have Oak Hill across your chest, you're not a typical high school from across the way. I know what working hard looks like, but you don't really understand what working hard really is until you come to Oak Hill.
We're located in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, and we're very isolated. It's off the beaten path, and you gotta want to be here, and kids come for different reasons, but the athletes come to get better. '92, we had our first team that was ranked #1 in the country, so about 7 years after I took over. It wasn't like it happened overnight, but then since then we've been 1 or 2 in the country like 14 or 15 times out of 20 years maybe, so we've been right at that level every year where we've got a chance to be the best team in the country, and we're dressing 10 guys and they're all Division I players, so it's evolved to where just about everybody we get now is that level of player.
Way to work, boys. Weight room, man. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Warriors, let's go.
We start from day one. When they get here at the end of August, we start working out with our strength program, our conditioning program, our skill work.
Coach Smith is just an unbelievable coach. So they get the best coaching here. And now, over the last 4 or 5 years, our strength and conditioning program has just got so much better. In the beginning, it's a little tough, but once they start seeing results, they get to buy in, and they like it a lot.
Coach Mars put us through these workouts, and I'm already getting bigger, stronger, gaining more weight. I'm more explosive than I've ever been in probably my whole entire career.
He is the best strength coach I've ever worked with. Give him a lot of credit for me adding a lot of strength since I came here.
When I first got here, I would cheat myself to try to get out of some of the things that we was doing, but I mean, as the time go on and get better for you, you get bigger, stronger, and that helps improve your game a lot.
First 4 weeks here, it's tough. They're long practices.
It's basketball from sun up to sundown, and that's an environment where not only are you getting better academically, you're also getting ready athletically to get ready for the next level.
The magazine's great. Coach Smith has been getting it for a couple years now.
Well, it's a good resource for us. I mean, we use it for our weight training kids, we use it for our athletes, especially the players that I get to coach and during the basketball program, and a lot of good stuff in there. We do some of the stuff that they have in the magazine. We'll pick up things from the magazine and use it in our weight program, so it's a great resource for us.
It's good to look through there and try to pick up something that you didn't know or something you want to learn. Try something else in the next workout. So the kids really enjoy it.
I remember there was one article that was involving Dwight Howard. I remember he did one exercise, had to do resistance bands, and I've been doing that ever since. I definitely believe that Stack Magazine can definitely help people just get different hints and tips of how to increase their game, not vertical-wise, but strength-wise, get a stronger core. There's definitely different exercises to help them become a better athlete all around. I definitely believe that looking at people's stories and how they worked hard is one thing that I think every athlete can attribute to.
To be a part of Oak Hill is a lot more than just your name. When you are at your old high school, you know, you're Terrence Phillips, you're Dwayne Bacon, or you're that guy. But when you come to Oak Hill Academy, you play for Coach Smith and Coach Brian Marr, or you play for the Oak Hill that goes across your chest and the tradition that comes before you and has been run here.
Every single day, you know, we're working hard to get better as a team and individually. That's really our goal, why we came here.
Basically, Coach Smith being one of the greatest coaches that ever coached the game of basketball at high school level. And playing for him and working with the best players, get yourself even better. And that's the reason I came here.
People have asked me, why do you stay at Oak Hill? Why don't you do this? Why don't you go to college? What are you gonna do, hang another banner? And I'm like, yeah, what's wrong with that? You know, there's something about having a tradition and a legacy. 20 years from now, I want to say I was the coach at Oak Hill. I want to be proud that I started something and was the coach there for 30 plus years, and something that you can, you know, hang your hat on and feel like you had a great career and you made a difference in kids' lives, young people's lives, and also was it at a high standard.
What's going on? This is Josh Smith, Atlanta Hawks, and you're watching Stack. I wanted to be a professional basketball player when I was younger. Growing up watching my dad play basketball, he was such a good player around, you know, the local, around Atlanta. He's a street legend. Growing up, you know, going with him to the gym and always being up under him, I always wanted to be like him, and watching him grew a fire and passion for the love of basketball. You know, when I was younger, that's when I wanted to be a professional athlete. I just wanted to play basketball. I didn't know what the NBA was. I just wanted to play basketball like my dad. I was like, what, two or three, so I just knew basketball. I think I faced all my adversity when I was younger. You know, just growing up, middle class, but, you know, kind of poverty household. Have to always worry about the lights cutting out, or, you know, just little things that you shouldn't have to worry about as a kid. That grew inside of me, and that helped me a whole lot to build that fire and that energy and the motivation that I needed in order to be able to push me through those moments where I wanted to stop and quit. But, you know, looking back and having that picture in the back of my head of my family to push me through the times that I needed, I think it helps a lot. My motivation is my family. You know how people are with their families. They love the mess out of them, and I look at it as though I don't want to let them down. So I kind of put that in my mindset is not wanting to fail my family. So I think that helps me out a whole lot. The reason why I transferred to Oak Hill, it gave me a good opportunity just to focus on two things, and that was just basketball and my books. I think that Oak Hill did a great job at making sure, you know, that we were dedicated to our books before basketball, and I think that did a whole lot for me as an individual. Me being able to go up there at 17 to kind of like a college atmosphere, I think it did did good for me to you know, get away from my family for the first time and just grow as an individual. And my second one probably have to be the competition. You know, going all over the United States. We even went to Barcelona, Spain, and played against some European talent at 17. I mean, it's hard for a 17-year-old to be able to experience all of that and be able to bottle that up and have that help you. It helped me, you know, make my decision of what, you know, was coming out of high school. My training has evolved a whole lot. Going into the NBA, I really didn't know what a work ethic really was about until I actually got in and really had to go out there and do it by myself. So I think that it's definitely changed from when I was first in the league until now. It's probably done grown tremendously. If you do push-ups or sit-ups, I think it does a lot with the just matching the physicality on the court. There are a lot of strong guys. You're playing with grown men. That's what you gotta realize, understand. So you definitely have to do whatever it takes to get stronger. My training program for this off season is just to get up a lot of repetition, a lot of shots, ball handling. You know, and towards the end of the summer, I like to do 2-a-days to kind of get me ready for training camp. Joining the Adidas team, it's a special feeling. I've been with Adidas for 7 years now. It's a family to me. It's a bunch of guys, you know, that know how to treat athletes. They treat the athletes with the utmost respect, and it's more so a family and not a business around here, and that's what I like about Adidas as a brand. What's going on? This is Josh Smith, Atlanta Hawks, signing off. You're watching Stat.
First time I played basketball was at the 7th Street basketball courts. So I was 5 years old, and I just started shooting with my grandfather. He said he saw like some signs that I was going to be good or whatever, but I wasn't really paying attention to that. So it was just, I just fell in love with it. Coming up in Chester, I would say it was different. Coming to Chester High games, the intensity, the atmosphere is crazy. I wasn't really always a good basketball player, so playing in the Biddy League, traveling with the young guys that I grew up with, you don't get that experience every day, and it meant a lot to me.
You could see the competitive nature in him as a youngster. He used to get mad, he used to get frustrated when he lost, but he didn't have enough supporting players around him. He pretty much had to do everything by himself at a young age. That's why he's a point forward. He used to get the rebounds, had to dribble up the court because his teammates couldn't break the pressure. So he found ways to win, and by doing that, it made him more versatile.
Play like LeBron James, you ask me. You just fill out the stat sheet, make plays for other people on the team, score, play defense, block shots, hit a jumper, anything. He can do it all.
He's probably the type of guy he could average 20, 10, 5, and 5 easy if he just wanted to say, I'm gonna do me. But he know with his teammates being involved, he know that they good players too. So sometimes he kind of pass off to them or let them step up to the plate, put them in positions to be effective instead of just dominating the game.
He a good motivator. He keep you pushing. When you down, he come to you, talk to you, just tell you keep your head up, keep going.
Making my teammates better, you know, because without them, there is no team or no me, you know, so that's the thing I take pride in first, and then I take pride in defense. You know, if there's some guy they're talking about, oh, he's leading scorer, he averages 20, I tell my coach I want him, you know.
He waited his turn the past 2 years, so he pretty much fit in where he could get in, but now it's his team. Like whatever happens this year, it's on his shoulders. Look back upon his senior year, you want to have a good year. This year, I told him I need you to dominate from beginning to end, each and every game. Sometimes you got to get a little bit mean, you got to become a little bit more selfish for us to be more successful, and I think you understand that.
He's a great head coach, he's a great mentor, great role model, and he understands coming from where we come from, how it is. Now I call him like my dad, you know. We go out to eat sometimes, we joke, we play ping pong together.
little stuff like that. We have fun, you know.
Most of the kids are his friends. He knew since he was 6, 7 years old. They got relationships where they spend a night over each other's house. They hang out together. They know each other's parents. And it's like a community thing.
I set myself around guys like the players on my team, people that care about me whether I couldn't dribble a basketball. And that's what the most part is here. It's all love. So basketball is not going to be given to you. Everybody's wanting the same goal as you. You just got to work for the things that you want to achieve, even if it's just to go to college, you know. So nothing's going to be handed to you in life. And I want to be remembered as a great person, firstly, a great basketball player, and to go out, make history, you know, 3 state championships, one of 1,000-point scorers, you know. I just want to be remembered as an all-around great person.